Yeah, that's one thing that we've prided ourselves on. It was one of the things that we started the company on, was to get people that are street riders to come out, and whether they do a school or they just do a track day, they're going to leave with so much experience when they go back to the street. Their friends, and I've seen it happen with myself, I've seen it happen with other people. You go back and like, dude, what'd you do, Todd? I just went and did a track day. Holy cow, your riding went through the roof. You're like, I'm not even trying any harder. We can't even keep up with you now.
Yeah.
And it's not about pace, but your competence is what displays in your pace. I want your confidence, your mental aptitude, and your competence, your skill set to increase, but your comfort level to be the same. It's a huge improvement.
That was really my experience, Mark, when I started track riding, and I'm relatively new at this and started later in life, in that I didn't have any metrics to really measure my experience out on the street. And I felt that as soon as I got to the track, there was just this whole structure there and a lot of knowledge with people around me to help me answer questions and then understand why certain applications mattered both on the track and on the street. And it really wasn't about going fast or racing at any level.
No, and that's what we try and tell people that come out here. This is not about going fast. You're becoming a safer rider. We have smoother, smarter, safer, faster. We as motorcyclists are always adjusting to conditions. So when I can take 80% of the conditions and erase them, gravel, cars, cats, dogs, buses, guardrails, you know, all these things are the unknown. You take that off, and now you have about the safest environment. Now you free up all this mental energy that now you can apply to a skill set, and you go right down Ken Hill's Order of the Sport. Bike direction, bike placement, you know, vision and focus, you know, motor controls. You know, you don't need a sport bike to go out here and learn to ride. We've had a lot of guys come out on Harley Sportsters hauling ass because they have some good experience. And even if they're on something that's not a sport bike and they don't have a bunch of experience, ride the bike you ride in the street at the track. You will get to know it better. You will learn more subtle nuances with it because you're riding it at a pace in an environment that's much safer, and you'll feel more comfortable. And you're going to learn your bike better. And that's what's the most important thing, is that you're learning how to work with your bike. As Ken says, your motor controls, your inputs to it that come to these. Again, whether they have an instructor taking the school or just out here on their own, their aptitude goes through the roof. You go back to street, now you're tenfold better on your Harley or your Goldwing or your Supermoto.
I want to make a personal challenge to you street riders out there who might not be on a sport bike. Come to a track day. If you have the time, take a class. You're going to go back out and ride with your friends. You are going to be so much better than the day before you came to this track day.
We have smoother, smarter, safer, faster.
Well, that was amazing, you know, and I learned that here at Too Fast, honest to God truth.
I'm glad it worked.
Hey, Mark. Experience. I say that again. Editing.
I get it.
Look like
we can redo this, right?
Oh, man, we edit the hell out of this for sure. You're such a wealth of knowledge.
Full of bullshit on top.
And full of a lot of bullshit there too. Where's the off switch in this guy?
There is not one. Many people out there, before you know it, there's people.
Got to keep this guy in line, you know?
Stay focused, Mark. Stay focused.